Hey friends, Mikester here, your humble servant, with a weekly update from First United Methodist Church of Fort Worth. Do you remember last week? We told you the good news of the birth of Maya Ray McQuiller, the daughter of one of our staff members, one of our active families in the church. Well, you're not going to believe it. We have had another birth. We celebrate with Michael and Casey Orr today. Yes, that's right. That is the Reverend Casey Orr. She gave birth on Saturday to Abigail Grace, a beautiful little girl who has the neatest big brother in the world, Mr. James. So, Casey, Michael, James, Abigail, we are just thrilled for your family. Congratulations. Let's talk about drumming, because we love drumming. Drumming fills the room. Drumming takes our attention. Drumming... Hey, Austin. Speaking of drumming.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just really excited about what we're doing with First We Drum.
Yeah.
So we get together second Tuesday of the month down in Wesley Hall. We provide a lot of drums, so you don't have to have one to show up.
You do not have to bring your own drum.
No.
Excellent.
It's people of all skill levels. We teach a little bit of technique for the folks that have never done it before, because we want you to play healthy and not hurt your hands and whatnot. And then we just get together and bang around for about an hour. So it's a great...
I bet it is such a good time.
If you need to come, let off some steam, relieve some stress, and hang out with a community of people that just really enjoys music, it's a fun thing to do on a Tuesday night.
I bet it is. And anyone is welcome, right?
Anyone, any skill level, age, race, color, height, weight, we don't care. We will just come and hang out.
That is truly excellent. Can you send us to the next thing right now?
Sure, here we go.
Musically. Very much nice. Because now, we're going to talk about the season of Lent for a moment. We're about midway through Lent, and it's probably time for Professor Mikester to share some things with you. Things that you may know already, but things that you might not know. For example, the word Lent comes from an Anglo-Saxon word, Lengton, which means spring, of all things. And that's convenient because it always happens in the spring. Lent is the 40-day period, excluding Sundays, that goes from Ash Wednesday to Holy Saturday. It's a really important season of the year, and it's always been that way because originally, the first converts to Christianity would use this time of year for their penitence and their preparation. In fact, they would culminate on the Saturday night before Easter. They would stay up all night, and when the sun came up, they would be baptized and they would become part of the Christian family. So, in a way, without staying up all night on Saturday night, we do the same thing. Because during the season of Lent, we use it as a time of spiritual preparation, and we do it in different ways. Some people enjoy giving up something for Lent. Maybe it's a time to give up smoking. Maybe it's a time to give up gossiping. You get the picture. And then there's the other side of it. Lent can also be a time to take something on. For example, you've always wanted to exercise, and this is the period that you're going to do it. Or you've always wanted to take 20 minutes every morning and do some kind of devotional reading. Or you've always wanted to say, I'm going to contact one person every week who's important to me and just let them know that I care about them and I'm there for them. So you can see the season of Lent can work both ways. The main thing is that it's something that changes our lives and helps us prepare for Holy Week. And Holy Week is that period that goes from Palm Sunday to Easter. And to get there, we go through Maundy Thursday and Good Friday. Now the word Maundy, that's one that we don't often use. In fact, It's one that I always have to remind myself of. It's from a Latin phrase that is mandatum novum, which means a new mandate or a new commandment. It comes from that really neat passage in the 13th chapter of John's Gospel, where the very first thing that Jesus does when he prepares for a meal with his disciples is he washes their feet. And he says to them, I have a new commandment for you, that you love one another as I have loved you. And so, when we celebrate Maundy Thursday here at the church, we always celebrate the Lord's Supper. We always celebrate that sense of being a servant for others. And we always end the evening out in the garden as the sun's going down, singing sweetly together, which takes us into Good Friday. Now, obviously, there's a huge irony there. What's good about Good Friday? Well, what's good about it, I think, is that it's the reminder that God can take human sinfulness and literally turn it upside down, that God's purposes can always be done and fulfilled. And so Good Friday and the reminder of the crucifixion of Jesus, that leads us through Saturday and then to Easter Sunday, where we all say to one another, He's risen. He is risen indeed. And this year, as you know, Easter is going to be on April Fool's Day. So what we do from this point until April 1st, Easter Sunday, is all part of our experience of the season of Lent. And finally, none of us wants to really think about hospitals very often, but it's important because occasionally either people that we care for or we ourselves have to spend time in a hospital. And we want to know about it at the church because we want to support you. We want to support your family. And we remind you and we thank you for contacting us, for letting us know that someone is in the hospital, so that our clergy, so that our congregational care ministers can come and visit and have prayer and remind you that we truly care about you. And yep, that's all for now. And yes, this has been your moment with Mike.